Today we're going to start talking about function operations. We're going to spend 3 days on function operations. The first one is today we're going to do addition and subtraction. This is going to be the easiest day that we'll have on function operations. So remember, functions can be written as f of x, g of x, h of x, r of t, any combination of letters. I just wanted to point out that this is the way we're going to be talking about functions and not y equals. You can perform operations. We can add them, we can subtract them, we can multiply them and divide them, compose them of any given function. Of any given 2 functions, it's 3 functions, 4, 5, whatever. You've probably already done this and didn't realize you were doing it. So here's my example of a function that you'll be seeing. F of x equals 3x plus 2. All right, let's first look at addition. This is the easiest one. So this is the way that you will be seeing it. You'll have your open parentheses f plus g, which is going to be the name of our functions, of x. And this just equals f of x plus g of x. So it's just denoting that we're going to be adding our 2 functions. So here's what we're going to be doing. Number 1, we're going to combine like terms, and we're going to simplify, and we're going to evaluate if we need to. So let's look at some examples. We've got f of x equals 2x plus 3, and g of x equals x squared. We want to find f of x plus g of x. So we're just going to plug them in. 2x plus 3 plus x squared. And now, when I am writing these, especially when we start to get into subtraction and multiplication and anything else we do, I'm going to separate my 2 functions first by parentheses, noting to myself that these are 2 separate functions and that we're ultimately adding together in the end. So when we drop the parentheses, because there's nothing to distribute, that's the main purpose, we're going to have 2x plus 3 plus our x squared. We cannot combine any like terms, so that's just going to be our final equation. Please rewrite these with the biggest exponent, that's the squared at the top, and then them going down progressively from there. So that's why I put the x squared plus the 2x plus the 3 in this order. Another example, let v of x equal 5x plus 1 and w of x equal 3x minus 2. Find v plus w of 2. So this is where we are going to actually evaluate once we add them. So again, parentheses to denote each equation, 5x plus 1 plus my 3x minus 2. We are going to combine like terms. So 5x plus our 3x equals our 8x. Positive 1 minus 2 leaves me with negative 1. Now we've added them and simplified them, combined like terms, all that stuff. Now we're going to evaluate by plugging in 2 for x. So 8x times 2 minus my 1, that gives me 15. All right. Addition is the easiest operation we can do. Subtraction is almost as easy. We just have to remember a certain step. So this one's going to look like f minus g of x, and that equals our f of x minus g of x. So again, same steps, combine our like terms and simplify and evaluate. Our first example says let f of x equal 2x plus 3 and g of x equal x squared, find f of x minus g of x. So here is our two equations, 2x plus 3 minus x squared. Here is what I was hinting to earlier. Here's what we have to remember. When we have this minus sign here, we have to distribute it to everything inside of our parentheses, and you'll see that more on the next example. So that's why this x squared now turns into our negative x squared. This first equation stays as it is, though, so it's 2x plus 3. Let v of x, this is the same example that we had earlier, but now we're going to subtract v minus w. So we've got v of x of 5x plus 1 minus our 3x minus 2. Again, this is why I put these in parentheses, because we need to distribute the negative sign to both this 3x and to the negative 2. So then we have 5x plus 1 minus the 3x. The minus the negative turns into a positive plus 2. Now we can combine like terms. 2x plus 3. Evaluate by plugging in our 2. So it's 2 times 2 plus 3 equals 7. That is all for addition and subtraction. Let me know if you have any questions, especially on the subtraction distributing.